let's begin with question number 7. Let's move it to whiteboard this. Okay, the line has L1 has the equation 2x plus y equals to 8, and the line L2 passes through the point A74 and is perpendicular to L1. Okay, let's just get a general diagrammatic representation of these lines. Okay, let's say this is the L1, and this is L1's equation is 2x plus y equals to 8. So how about the line L2? How would that be? So the line L2 goes through the point A74 and is perpendicular. Let's draw something like this and indicate that there's a point here, say A, this is 74. Perpendicular to L1 means this is line L2. So we just label it L2, put a 90 degrees like that. Ta-da. So find the equation of line L2. Okay, let's take a closer look at it first. So how do you find an equation of a line L2? So the first thing is we take from L1 its gradient. So we rewrite y equals to negative 2x plus 8. So from here, we can take out the gradient m1, which is equals to the coefficient of x, negative 2, the gradient. So the orange line will have the gradient of m. So because they're perpendicular, so we can use the rule that m times m1 must equals to negative 1. So let's substitute and solve this. So that means this is m times negative 2, and then this is negative 1, from which when we solve, you see that m equals to 1 over 2. So the gradient is 1 over 2. The gradient of which line? The gradient of this line is 1 over 2. Okay, we got a gradient and a point. So let's start writing y equals to mx plus c for the L2 part. That is L1. So now we label. And then we have a coordinate. So not only we have m is half, just writing it a few times. The x is 7, the y is 4. So the xy I'm getting by the substitution here. So we can solve for the value of c, x. So that means 4 equals to half times 7 plus c. Okay, half times 7 plus c. So c equals to 4 minus 7 over 2. Or in other words, c equals to half. Okay, just take note. C is half. We need this c, we need this m, and we're going to rewrite this. So the equation of the line L2 will be y equals to half x, mx plus half. Nice equation. Both those are half. Okay. And then now let's go ahead to the second part, which is they are saying that given lines L1 and L2 intersect at point B, and then they say find the length of AB. Okay, find the length of AB itself. So how do we do the length of AB? Ta-da. Okay. So we need to find the intersection point first, the intersection point B. So to get the intersection point, the thing we need to do is to solve simultaneously. Okay, to solve simultaneously, meaning that, so that means solve simultaneously. Let me put it like this. Solve simultaneously. So just scribble like that. So L1 and L2, that means we have now y, the first equation from the earlier one, negative 2x plus 8. The second one, x over 2 plus half x, the same thing. So let's solve this two. Equate them and solve this like this. So we can write x over 2 plus half equals to minus 2x plus 8. So bring it over, x over 2 plus 2x equals to 8 minus half. So when you times 2, 5x over 2. Okay, times 2 times 2, 4, 5x equals to 7 over 2. It's not 7 over 2, This is 8 times 2, 16 minus 1, 15 over 2. So 5x is 15, in other words. And x is 3. It is the coordinate of the intersection point. That means what we're doing is we're finding this coordinate. Ta-da, it's a 3 here, the x. Then we put back in either 1 to calculate the value of y correspondingly. So minus 2 times 3 plus 8. Okay, minus 2 times 3, the x becomes 3. So easily we can calculate the value of y as 8 minus 6 or 2. So 3, 2 is this intersection point. And this is the name of the point is given as B. So now they want you to find length of AB. So one last step here. So to find the length of AB, what we need to do is we need to use the formula. Ta-da! Okay, what formula is that? The formula is the distance formula. So the formula looks something like this. Distance of AB is the square root of x2 minus x1 whole thing square plus y2 minus y1 whole thing square. You can call it either way. Please take note. So let's say x1, y1. This one is x2, y2. It's just a matter of computation at this point. Let's do that, please. So 7 minus 3 whole thing square. Okay, minus 6 is a bit too close, I think. Okay, 7 minus 3 whole thing square plus 4 minus 2 whole thing square. So simplifying it, this is 4 square plus 2 square. 16 plus 4. So the answer is root 20. Now, if they ask exact, there's some comments here. If they would have asked exact, you need to do a bit of search like this. Okay, so we'll have 2 root 5. This is if it is exact. Normally simplify set either the root 20 or this. So if they didn't mention, so usually they expect you all to put in some decimal places. Let's say I put in 3 significant figures. So it'll be something like 4.47, correct to 3 significant figures. Thank you.